everyone. This is a start of a new series called Throwback Thursday, where I talk about anything vegan related that has happened in the past few years. And this video that I will be talking about today happened in 2014 when Happy Healthy Vegan was on the doctors. And this video is important to me because I found Happy Healthy Vegan. They were the first vegan YouTubers that I ever watched. And I got to thinking that, hey, maybe someone has done a response to the doctors because they give out stupid information. And then Happy Healthy Vegan showed up and they were on the doctors talking about the banana diet, even though they didn't even follow that diet. But, you know, sensationalism. They've got to have sensationalism on shows like the doctors. And that really opened my eyes to veganism. So I am going to play the clip. It's only 2 minutes long, and then I will discuss it.
Wow.
Oh,
look at those cute little
This is
monkeys.
bananas. But we have two folks with us, Angie and Ryan, who have visited Banana Island, and clearly you love bananas. I've heard that you are known where you live to be the biggest consumer, the biggest buyer of bananas. How many pounds a week?
About 100, 80 to 100 pounds of bananas a week.
Wow.
A lot of bananas.
This is the crazy banana guy.
Yeah,
He's known
they all know me at the market when I come in. They get the big boxes for us twice a week.
So tell us about this fad, though, because I was reading more about it. I actually thought it was just a joke when people are saying, oh, yeah, there's a diet out there where people just eat bananas. But are people literally just eating bananas and nothing else?
Yeah, it's just it's for a short period of time. It's like a cleanse of sorts. They want to just like have easy digestion for a week, a month, or what have you, and then they go on that banana island. But yeah, we don't do that. Even though we eat a lot of bananas, we eat all sorts of other foods too. But like in the morning, I'll have a smoothie, easy dozen bananas in there.
A dozen?
A dozen.
Oh, yeah. Easy.
So,
I mean, you both look fit, but a dozen bananas at 100 calories per banana is
exactly.
1,200. You're starting with 1,200
Yes.
calories in that smoothie.
Smashing it in.
Plus,
look how thin.
Yeah, and I don't drink any coffee or anything like that. I get all my energy from my nutrition, from my diet.
So are you very active?
I wouldn't say I'm I run maybe 20 miles a
your
week.
bowels are pretty active, aren't they?
That's one advantage. That's
You
one
run
advantage
20
of
miles
bananas.
a week.
Quick,
It is
yeah.
cleansing.
It is very
Okay,
cleansing.
well,
Here's the interesting thing, though, just to do a little bit of math. Nutritionally, one banana has about 450 milligrams of the major electrolyte potassium in it. The daily recommended amount of potassium that we should get, which is in quotations, because we don't really know how much we should get, but it's set at about 4,700 milligrams. So doing the math, that's 10 bananas a day. Now, if you have healthy kidneys, you shouldn't have a problem with your potassium. However, high potassium in your blood can cause everything from nausea and vomiting to muscle weakness to slow heart rate
problems.
to cardiac standstill. So this isn't, like anything.
Well, it's why we always
Yes.
preach and promote.
Getting
You don't,
yes.
about
folks.
3 times the amount that you're supposed
Yeah.
to of potassium.
And we've
every
all seen
day.
people come into the hospital with dangerously high potassium levels. The one thing, so the caveat here is, this is why we always preach as doctors, there should never be a diet that focuses on one particular food. Having said that, bananas are my favorite fruit.
Yeah.
I love bananas. I wish I thought it was healthy to eat 10, 20 of them a day because I love them. But you do realize that whenever you cut out all the other things and you focus on one fruit or one food item, it's like taking a big potassium pill every day.
I have blood tests from the past 3 years, perfect potassium levels.
Good. As long as you're checking.
Yeah. And potassium, I've checked up on how much potassium you
Right,
need to have an overdose. You need to have roughly 300 bananas in 30 seconds. Virtually impossible.
If you don't
It's-
have
yeah,
kids.
right. healthy kidneys,
right.
yes.
Everybody's
If everything else is okay.
So the takeaway here, as doctors, we do not recommend this diet at all. We are certainly happy that you're fit and healthy, and we believe that bananas should be a part of your diet. If you like them, they're wonderful.
And we love bananas.
But you know what? Tomorrow, I mean, this is the reality. Tomorrow we could have someone on who says, okay, they're on the blueberry diet. And blueberries are wonderful, but you at least acknowledge and admit you include other fruits and so it's a balanced.
Add some protein.
We don't live on Banana Island. We actually do all of our shopping at our local farmers market. We buy like $75 worth of produce. Yeah, 75 to 100 every single weekend. So the bananas are just kind of like the staple that gets them, you know, through
Calories.
the day.
Yeah.
And
that's
then,
why
you know,
you-
we have tons of greens and peaches and strawberries
Fresh
and
local.
potatoes.
And that's why
brown
you two
rice.
look so healthy. That's
I'll be
what we
over
wanna
for breakfast tomorrow.
You're welcome. And that sounds absolutely fabulous. But again, any diet that is all about one particular food is a
Everything.
diet that can potentially be dangerous.
Okay, so the first thing that I want to discuss is that Ryan and Angie were completely disrespected. I think that they were on the show just so they could be laughed at and made fun of. And I do not like that at all. And people might be thinking, oh, well, you're just saying this right now because you're vegan. No, I thought it at the time when I first watched it, when I was eating meat. I was eating meat in 2014, unfortunately. And I thought they were disrespected. And I think it now. I thought it then and I think it now. And then I think it's funny that they are worried about them getting too much potassium, which, just like Ryan said, you'd have to eat an absorbent amount and an absorbent amount at a time. But they're worried about potassium. But only 10% of Americans get the recommended daily fruit and vegetable intake. And that, they're not worried about that. They're not worried about that at all, but they're worried about potassium when most people could really do with a lot of potassium. And this show and shows like it are just for the least common denominator. They know that your average American wants to hear good things about their bad habits. That's why they promote dead rotten carcass and secretion all the time. They probably have companies that sponsor them that profit off of animal rape, torture, and murder, and it's just catering to the least common denominator. And it hasn't changed in 12 years. It's actually probably gotten worse because veganism is more mainstreamed. And I think that vegans are the last group that you can make fun of, and people think it's funny. They think animal abuse is funny. They think that vegans, it's fun to make fun of vegans. And it's just disgusting. And I can't wait until we're like at least 50% vegan. Because I think it would change if we were 50% vegan. But this is just a part of a new series. I look forward to doing this. I think I might do one on the Greg Doucette when he went plant-based. I have that video downloaded, so I might do that, and then he will comment because he watches every single video that is made about him. So I might do that one. I'm not really sure. So I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.